and welcome to your Daily Spark, and welcome to Healing Talk Tuesday. I'm Shelley Beyer, and today I want to talk about something that often goes unnoticed in recovery: internal inflammation and the feeling of being off. When we think about recovery, we usually focus on the visible things: the bruises, the scars, the healing you can see. But what about the parts that aren't visible? The parts that are inside your body, slowly recalibrating, trying to catch up with the external changes. Early on in my recovery, I felt pretty good. I was eating well, I was taking my supplements, I didn't feel much swelling. Physically, things looked fine. But then something started to happen. I get little bursts of energy and I think I was fine. I tried doing something simple, like making a meal or visiting the barn just to check in, and suddenly it hit me: fatigue, like I had hit a wall. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't a crash, but it was unmistakable. I started to realize that just because the outside of my body looked like it was recovering, the internal healing process was still ongoing, and it was more intense than I had anticipated. Here's where it gets interesting. Inflammation wasn't always obvious. Sometimes it didn't show up in ways I could feel right away. It wasn't swelling or visible redness, but my body knew. I'd go for a short drive, and afterward, I'd be in pain, a deep, nagging rib pain that wasn't there before. Or I'd take a shower and feel fine, but by the time I finished, my body was telling me to rest. And the fatigue, it was like an emotional weight. It wasn't just tiredness. It was the feeling of being off, like something inside wasn't quite in balance yet. My body wasn't ready to keep up with the pace I wanted to set, and it became clear that healing had its own timeline. So I started to tune in and really listen to what my body was saying. Instead of pushing through, I started asking different questions. Not, can I do this, but can I recover from this? That shift in thinking changed everything. It made me realize that recovery isn't just about doing less. It's about respecting the healing process that's happening underneath the surface. I stopped focusing on how much I could do and started focusing on how well I could recover. When your body says rest, listen. When your energy dips after an activity, pause and recognize that healing is a marathon, not a sprint. The feeling of being off is a message, and you don't have to ignore it or push through it. Your body is talking to you, and by respecting its signals, you'll find your way to deeper, more lasting healing. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'll see you tomorrow for another spark. But until then, be gentle with your heart and kind to your body. And remember, you don't have to push through everything. Healing is a dance of rest and action, and both are equally valuable.